You've probably felt that pinch in your wallet at the grocery store checkout lately, right? Well, brace yourself because it's about to get a whole lot tighter. Word on the street is that prices are set to skyrocket by a whopping 100% on some of our staple foods next month. That's double the price for the same carton of eggs or loaf of bread. Ouch! Now, I know it sounds almost apocalyptic, but it's the kind of thing that makes you want to rush to the store and stock up like there's no tomorrow. And honestly, it might not be the worst idea. Think about it. Securing a stash of essentials at today's prices could save you a small fortune by this time next month. It's like buying peace of mind, one grocery item at a time. Now let's get to the 10 foods to buy before a 100% price increase next month. Number 1. Beef. The centerpiece of American barbecues and Sunday dinners. Beef has a hallowed place at the table. Yet this red meat favorite is staring down a barrel of price hikes. The beef industry is a complex machine, one that's currently being slowed by a range of issues from pasture to plate. Cattle ranching is highly susceptible to feed prices, which are climbing due to extreme weather events and competition for grain from biofuel producers. The lengthy droughts in key cattle regions like the Midwest are not only reducing the availability of natural forage, but also driving up the cost of irrigation. Moreover, the global appetite for beef is growing, putting additional pressure on U.S. producers to meet both domestic and international demand. This could lead to a market where the supply is tight and the prices are high, particularly for premium cuts and grass-fed options, which are already more expensive due to their more costly production methods. As beef prices potentially bulge, consumers may turn to alternative protein sources, such as poultry, pork, or plant-based options, which could alter the landscape of American cuisine. Number 2. Chocolate. A beloved indulgence. Chocolate is a treat savored by sweet tooths across the nation. However, the cost of this confection is likely to climb, leaving a bittersweet taste in the mouths of chocolate lovers. Cocoa, the key ingredient in chocolate, is predominantly grown in West Africa, where political instability and economic challenges are common. Fluctuating global cocoa prices can directly affect the cost of chocolate bars on supermarket shelves. Diseases and pests also threaten cocoa crops, and the labor-intensive nature of cocoa harvesting means that any increase in wages has a direct impact on production costs. Sustainability and ethical sourcing have become hot topics in the chocolate industry, with consumers increasingly aware of the environmental and social impact of their purchases. As manufacturers invest in fair trade and sustainable practices, the price of ethically produced chocolate is likely to increase. Should the price of chocolate rise sharply, it may no longer be the affordable luxury it once was, potentially driving consumers to seek out less costly sweet alternatives. Number 3. Nuts. From almonds to walnuts, nuts are a nutritious snack and a versatile ingredient in the kitchen. Yet these crunchy delights are under threat of becoming a more expensive commodity. Nuts require specific climatic conditions to flourish, and many varieties are grown in California, a state that has been enduring severe droughts. Water-intensive crops like almonds are becoming more costly to cultivate, and this expense is passed on to consumers. Additionally, nuts are labor-intensive to harvest, and with immigration policies affecting the availability of farm workers, labor costs are on the rise. Diseases and pests, such as the almond bark beetle, further jeopardize yields and add to the cost of production. As nut prices potentially climb, consumers may find themselves opting for less expensive sources of protein and fat, such as seeds or legumes, which could shake up the nut market and our snacking habits. Number 4. Cheese. An essential element of pizzas, sandwiches, and charcuterie boards. Cheese is cherished for its rich flavors and diverse textures. However, cheese is at a crossroads, with price tags potentially swelling as much as a fine Gouda. The production of cheese is inherently linked to the dairy industry, sharing its vulnerabilities to the costs of cattle feed, farming labor, and the push for sustainable practices. Artisanal cheese producers, who rely on traditional methods and high-quality ingredients, may face even steeper increases as they strive to maintain craftsmanship and authenticity. Global demand for dairy continues to grow, and with it, the price of milk, a primary ingredient in cheese, is also likely to rise. This could lead to a domino effect, elevating the cost of cheese across the board. As specialty cheeses become more of a delicacy, consumers might pivot towards more affordable dairy alternatives or less expensive cheese varieties. Number 5. Avocados. The star of brunches and the core of guacamole, avocados have soared in popularity, but they may soon take a hit in affordability. Avocado trees are thirsty crops, and in major producing regions like California and Mexico, water scarcity is a pressing concern, leading to higher irrigation costs. Furthermore, avocados are sensitive to climate conditions, with heat waves and cold snaps capable of slashing crop yields. The intricate process of growing and transporting avocados, which requires careful timing to ensure ripeness upon arrival at stores, adds to the cost. Labor shortages and trade tariffs can also contribute to price volatility. If avocado prices surge, consumers may find themselves foregoing this creamy fruit, turning instead to more economical vegetables or to the growing array of avocado-like spreads that promise similar taste and texture for a lower price. Number 6. Honey, the natural sweetener. Beloved for its floral notes and health benefits, honey is facing a sticky situation. Bee populations, crucial for honey production, are in decline due to pesticides, habitat loss, and the mysterious colony collapse disorder. This decline threatens the supply of honey and the stability of its pricing. Beekeeping has become more labor-intensive as a result, with beekeepers needing to invest more time and resources into maintaining the health of their hives. The meticulous process of harvesting honey, often done by hand, contributes to its cost. And as these processes become more demanding, the price of honey is expected to rise. As the cost of honey potentially increases, consumers might seek alternative sweeteners, such as maple syrup, agave nectar, or even artificial options, which could lead to a reshaping of the sweetener shelf in kitchens and grocery stores alike. Number 7. Olive oil, the liquid gold of culinary aficionados. Olive oil is essential in kitchens worldwide, drizzled over salads, mixed into vinaigrettes, and sizzling in pans. Yet this staple of Mediterranean cuisine may soon see its price pouring upwards. Olive trees are ancient and hardy, but they are not immune to the challenges of climate change. Extreme weather patterns, including the scorching heat waves sweeping across southern Europe, can impair olive production. Pests such as the olive fruit fly and diseases like Xylella fastidiosa have also taken a toll on olive groves, diminishing yields. Moreover, the traditional methods of olive harvesting are labor-intensive, often requiring handpicking to ensure the quality of the fruit. As labor costs rise and the push for sustainable, organic farming practices grows, so too does the cost of producing olive oil. Should the price of olive oil begin to climb, consumers may be pressed to seek out alternative sources of fat, such as vegetable oils or seed-based oils, which could alter the flavor profiles of favorite dishes and impact the olive oil industry profoundly. Number 8. Coffee. The lifeblood of early risers and night owls alike, coffee is a global commodity that energizes its enthusiasts and fuels a massive industry. However, the beloved bean is on the brink of a price jolt. Coffee plants are finicky, requiring specific altitudes, temperatures, and conditions to thrive. Climate change is wreaking havoc on these conditions, leading to unpredictable weather patterns that can devastate crops. Brazil, a major coffee producer, has experienced severe frosts and droughts that have already impacted prices. Additionally, coffee is a labor-intensive crop, particularly the Arabica variety, which demands meticulous hand harvesting. As wages rise and producers invest in sustainable and ethical farming practices, the cost of coffee production is likely to increase. If coffee prices perk up, consumers may have to grapple with their caffeine habits, potentially downsizing their daily cups or turning to less expensive tea or chicory coffee alternatives, which could stir a significant shift in morning routines worldwide. Number 9. Salmon. A centerpiece on the health-conscious diner's plate, salmon is prized for its omega-3 fatty acids and delicate flavor. But the currents may be changing for this popular fish, with prices potentially swimming upstream. Wild salmon populations are under stress from overfishing, habitat destruction, and climate change, which affects their migration and breeding patterns. Farmed salmon, while a sustainable alternative, faces its own challenges, including the cost of fish feed, which is often made from smaller fish whose stocks are also under pressure. Diseases and parasites can run rampant in salmon farms, leading to costly veterinary care and loss of stock. Furthermore, as consumers become more environmentally aware, there is a push for more sustainable and humane aquaculture practices, which may increase production costs. As salmon becomes a more premium product, diners may cast their nets toward more affordable seafood or plant-based omega-3 sources, potentially causing a ripple effect through the aquaculture industry and our dining habits. Number 10. Eggs. The humble egg, a breakfast staple and a baker's ally, is at risk of cracking under the pressure of rising costs. Eggs are a cornerstone of many diets, providing a high-quality source of protein and versatility in the kitchen. However, the simplicity of an egg belies the complexity of its production, which is facing multiple challenges. The poultry industry is not immune to the feed price increases that affect other forms of livestock. Grains such as corn and soy, which form the bulk of chicken feed, have become more expensive due to poor harvests, biofuel demands, and global trade tensions. These costs inevitably trickle down to the price of eggs. Additionally, avian influenza outbreaks can decimate flocks quickly, leading to shortages and further price increases. The push for cage-free eggs and more humane farming practices also contributes to higher production costs, as these systems are often more labor-intensive and require more space per bird. Moreover, the egg supply chain is sensitive to disruptions, whether from transportation issues or labor shortages. As the cost of eggs potentially rises, consumers may explore alternative protein sources, such as plant-based egg substitutes or other protein-rich foods, like legumes and tofu, which could scramble the dynamics of the egg industry and our dietary patterns. Thank you for watching.